My daughter met poop and pee at the city wastewater treatment exhibit and cried when we had to leave them. Poop and pee? Imagine your full-time job is to dress up in the poop costume for the wastewater treatment exhibit. Like, what do you even tell somebody when they ask what you do for work? You know, you can't admit that. What's up, boys? Today is a beautiful day. All right, it's March 9th. The sun is finally coming out. The temperatures are finally rising above 1 degree. And I thought, what better way to celebrate this wonderful weather than sitting inside on my computer and watching videos of stupid kids on Reddit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. I don't always ask this, but I figured I'd mention, if you're new to the channel, why not hit subscribe? Because apparently 81% of you are not. So let's fix that. And as always, let me know any stupid kid stories you have from your childhood in the comments section. And without further ado, enjoy the rest of the video, boys. My oldest just threw up at school, so I went to pick him up, and on the car ride home, he threw up some more. I had him take a bath while I cleaned out the truck. It smelled like Doritos, which I discovered is why he's homesick. His friends had a chip eating contest at lunch. He won. Listen, alright? You gotta do what you gotta do, okay? The competition isn't gonna win itself. What's a little bit of puke when you can have the, you know, glory of winning the Dorito eating contest for the rest of your life? Puking is temporary. That glory lasts forever. My friend's toddler babbled, "Don't forget to subscribe," as he was put to bed. Kid watches so much YouTube he thought it means goodbye. Hell yeah, dude. Teaching him right from a young age. That's people like me's fault, you guys. So sorry about that. This is also layered in like 3 separate subreddits. It got posted in r/thathappened, which means somebody didn't believe that this tweet is even real. And then somebody else posted that and nothing ever happens. Apparently there's some discourse happening on whether this tweet is actually a real thing or not. You know, that's nice and all, but I'm a little bit confused as to why there's just a giant picture of Poe on the wall there. Honestly, I wish Poe was my dad. That would be pretty badass. I was just about to ask when they were gonna make a new Kung Fu Panda movie, so I like looked it up, and apparently they made one last year. I never saw this. I didn't know it existed. Is it even good? I don't even know. Watching little cousins, 8-year-old singing that Steve Lacy song that got really popular. Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that K, do you feel the hole? Me? Dude, do you even know what a K-hole is? 8-year-old. Yeah, I'm not dumb. I know it means butthole. Me realizing he thinks the lyric is sniffing that butt, do you feel the hole? That is absolutely correct, and I'm sorry I doubted you. Nah, it's actually widely known that 8-year-olds love ketamine. It's a well-known fact. When I was 8 years old, the only thing I cared about was Legos, Hot Wheels, and horse tranquilizer. What's the dumbest beliefs you had as a child? When I was 4 or 5, I swore that bird seeds grew birds, thus the name. When my parents asked me to prove it to them, I planted a pile of bird seeds. The next day, there were loads of birds where I planted the seeds, showing I was right. To be honest, he could be right. We don't really know for sure. Unless you sat and watched the bird seeds from the second you planted them till, you know, when the birds showed up. They could have grown from there. Who knows? Dude, I've seen these videos before of this guy who like pretends to be a statue, and so many people go up to him and like kick him or like, you know, slap him or do all this stuff. This girl just straight up kicked the dog. What the hell is the point of that? Do you guys see a single parent in this video? I don't, and I think that is the cause of the problem here.
You wanna play hide and go seek? All right, I'll start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'm coming to find you. Where's he at? Where is he at? I don't see him. Memphis, where you at? Oh, there he is. I'm gonna get you.
Honestly, I think I'm with the kid on this one. I mean, you're playing hide and seek in the worst possible space. Like, where the hell are you supposed to hide? It's a giant open field. I also like how it took the kid like 4 straight seconds to process that he was already counting. Like, for the first 3 seconds of him counting, he just stood there and looked at his face and smiled. He had no idea. When I was in elementary school, I thought that the reason we were supposed to capitalize the first letter of people's names was as a sign of respect. So I always refused to capitalize the name of my 4th grade teacher or George Bush. because I did not respect them. Lowercase, derogatory. You know, this kind of makes sense. I don't know how, but it kind of does. I think I'm gonna start using this as a way to like shade people without them really realizing. From here on out, all right, if we got beef and I don't actually want to tell you that we got beef, I'm just gonna spell your name lowercase and I'll let you figure it out on yourself. So Kenny decided to lay down face first in the bath like she was going to bed and practically drown herself. OMG. Well, maybe she would have, you know, grown gills or something and survived. Maybe she already has gills and she was just like awakening to her superpower, you know, and you stunted that. And now you just have a regular ass kid instead of the deep, which, you know, I guess might not be such a bad thing after all. What do we call the science of classifying living things? Racism. Not quite. Not quite. You're kind of there, but not really.
Oh. Turn. Jackson, you're spilling water. You gotta drain. Look at Harmony.
Harmony don't know how to do it either.
I do crawl around the before.
There is no way, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a single person not know how to drink out of a drinking fountain. It's kind of concerning, honestly. Like, how do you not know how to drink? That's kind of, it came pre-installed on you as a human. It literally looks like he's trying to eat it. He's trying to eat the water. Alexa, play Holding Out for a Hero. Alexa, repeat. My 6-year-old has been listening to the same song on repeat for nearly 2 hours.
He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast.
He's just feeling himself, you know? Maybe he thinks he's in a movie. You can't hate on that. You really can't.
Big one? Does it look like a crab?
You know, I have the same problem actually, but instead of floaties, it's just I can't eat anything because of my gigantic muscles. So I feel you, kid. I really do. One day you may grow up and be as ripped as me and you'll have the same problem without the floaties. Having a normal one at the ice cream shop. My 2-year-old is playing dead and my 3-year-old is giving her CPR on the ground. What? And what is everybody else in the ice cream shop doing? They're just all sitting around watching this go down?
Kalea, what does that say up there?
No one says milk, you moron.
Wait, hold on. I kinda understand what she's saying. No one saves milk, you moron. Looks like the real moron is whoever put this up there. Am I right, guys? Genuinely, how does this happen? How do you get stuck in a ladder like WWE style? Ringing the doorbell with the tongue, and of course his tongue is blue too, so at least you know that he enjoyed a nice blue popsicle before getting stuck in a ladder somehow. That's so embarrassing. I mean, what do you even do until somebody comes to help you? You just gotta stand around, walking around with this ladder attached to you, looking like a dumbass? My 6-month pregnant niece came to visit, and she let my daughter Simone stroke her tummy. Simone asked her, "How are you gonna get the baby out?" And my niece told her the doctor would help. Simone looked really surprised. There's a doctor in there as well? Yes, actually, that's how all babies are born. Every pregnant woman has 2 babies in her, one regular baby and one doctor baby. The doctor baby's job is just to encourage the regular baby to come out of the womb, and then it just explodes inside. It doesn't actually come out.
Why can you do that?
How old are you?
I'm only 9 years old.
Only 9.
But it was my sister.
You was not 9.
Mama, tell him it was Tootie. Like, he finna take me to jail for no reason. Police officer, can you listen to me? It was Tootie. No, it was Tootie. Tootie, come here.
Oh, shit. How old is she?
She 5. She had my phone. Mama!
It's a family supposed to stick together until this happens, then
Mama,
immediately
tell
snitching
him
is
it was
happening.
Tootie.
Honestly, I get it. You know, as a kid, I don't think there's anything more scary than the prospect of going to jail for whatever reason. I mean, you see, you know, Scared Straight. For me, at least, when I saw that as a kid, I needed no other convincing, all right? I was not going to go to jail. The cop is just standing there the entire time, like, kind of chuckling, laughing, and the girl is just begging for her life. Yeah, personally, I am going nowhere near that cake. It's basically just a spit flavored cake at this point. This literally goes on for like an entire minute before she finally blows the candles out, just absolutely coating the entire cake in spit and saliva and all kinds of toddler shit. You, me, and empathy. I show empathy by farting. Yeah, me too. That's how I like to show empathy and show people that I really care. What's going on in that picture exactly? I'm not even seeing any farting happening in that image. Now you gotta try that same thing with a bow and arrow. Now try that, see how that works. This brings back crazy memories. I think I used to have one of these things when I was a kid. I haven't used it in an extremely long time, but I remember having something like this.
What are you making?
You're being really mean right now.
What are you making? Ice Jell-O? Stay tuned. So what's the next step? After it melts?
You put them in there?
What, it's gotta come to a boil?
No. It just
What?
has to be really hot.
Then you put it in here and then what?
You freeze it.
Then you freeze it?
And then you let it sit out for a minute.
Okay, I will come back at the next step.
Are you kidding me, dude? There's no way. Ice Jell-O? So let me get this straight. The process is you put ice in a pan, you boil the ice, then you pour the ice into the thing, the container, and then you refreeze the ice, and then that's how you make ice Jell-O. Sounds pretty good, honestly. I might have to try that. This is a 2-minute long video, and for some reason, the first time I watched it, I literally watched the entire thing. I don't know what I was expecting to happen. I mean, I quite literally knew exactly what was gonna happen, but I still watched the entire thing just to see if somehow she actually could make ice Jell-O. That might have been the biggest waste of 2 minutes I've ever had, ever. Also, I feel like this girl is way too old to be this stupid. No offense, but like, this is a little concerning. Blank told his therapist to not get her panties in a wad today, so we need to work on that. My parents used to say that all the time, honestly. I'm surprised I didn't say that to any adults growing up because I heard it all the time as a kid. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you guys so much for watching this month's episode of r/kidsarestupid. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both of which are @DomSoEpic. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.